I haven't done a lot of iRacing lately, I'll be honest. Let alone in a car I bought yesterday. But, you know, let's just have some fun with it. No Chris Houston. I don't know if that's it, it's 25, that's probably everyone. So we got three DPs in the top category. And 14 GTE cars, so that's the Ferrari GTE, which isn't the same one I've got, and the Ford GTE. And so that should mean we got 8 GT3s, which is fine, that's not too bad. And I'm the 15 car out of 25, so I'm somewhere in the middle. So I probably won't do a qualifying setup or anything. I'll just run what I'm running for the race set. I'm still getting used to it, so I don't really want to play around with it too much. 3 wing seems fine. I'd probably be able to get away with 2 wing, but it's comfortable, so I don't see any reason to change it. Track's 108, so that is a whole 1 degree cooler than in practice. Fuel, I don't know. I don't know about how fuel's going to be. I just know the race is 45 minutes. And you can't take tyres in GT3 cars. Or at least you certainly, unless something's changed drastically. It's a Chevrolet prototype. Very bright one. It's a Mercedes. That's our team's GT3 car that I've been driving for the last... No, you're getting on a year and a half, I guess. Probably not quite. It's nice to have something different with the Ferrari, though. I enjoy it a lot. Alright, let's go and qualify. Try and get some heavy use on the brakes on a warm-up lap. I don't know how much difference it makes. Especially not with the ABS. I mean, I guess they still work better when they're warmed up. But. Apologies for the bright orange hands. With that, you know, you have to get your sunglasses out. I'm wearing from Trading Paints a Darrell Waltrip Gatorade suit from the 70s or the 80s or something. So it's pretty bright. Also got a bright pink helmet, which is a Kyle Larson helmet in tribute to Brian Clausen. So this guy is like pretty garish. If he was standing there like Forza 7 on the side of the screen. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now and try and drive.
Okay, here comes your first timed lap.
That was wobbly. not a terrible lap, pretty average I guess really, not very good, but enough for probably a, you know, pretty average qualifying time. Try and be a bit cleaner. Come back. That'll be a slower lap. Wasn't very good at all. That just shows like my lack of experience with the car though. It's one thing to kind of go at night around at 95% in practice, but then when you push on a qualifying lap, I'm not used to it yet. First lap was a 35.4. That was a 35.6.
Alright, there's the checkered
So that
flag.
puts us 19th, but that includes all the other classes, so it's not particularly easy to figure that out. Go and have a look. GT3, that puts us fourth. Fastest GT3 time is a 33.6, wow. But that's a full-on qualifying time probably as well. As in they've probably got a good setup for that, and they're very good with the car, their car. So it's not terrible to be honest. I mean, I'm within 2 seconds, and I'm not used to the car. I didn't really get a very good lap in, and I'm on a race set, so that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Let's have a look at those 2 laps then while I'm waiting for the race. I'm going to have to step it back a bit if I push it 100%. It's not going to go well because I don't have the experience in the car, so I'm going to have to sit back just a little bit. Jess is now hosting you. Well, thank you for that. I'll be straight with you. I don't think that anyone's ever done that before, so thank you very much. That's very nice. That's the corner I messed up on the second lap, which is a shame. But there you go. I haven't done a lot to my Ferrari paint, as you can see. I basically went in the iRacing paint and just selected a random shade of red that looked about right. So. I don't know if my optimal lap would have been that much quicker. No. Wow, I actually went quicker in that middle sector even though I messed it up on the second lap. That's odd. Oh no, that was my first lap, wasn't it? Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I didn't beat any of my sector times, apart from the first one. Yeah. It's fine then. Say this is a single split for IMSA, so got a whole range of the very best people on it. They could be the very best people on iRacing, they could be the very worst, I don't know. So it's a pretty big range. Let's go in GT3 qualifying. We're 4th out of 6 that were qualified. And the guys that are around us, so Michael's Division 3, Vinicius is Division 4, so that's not too bad. I'm doing okay. mean, there's 8 cars. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got to aim to get a podium out of that. It might be tough because I think those 3 guys are quick, but I'm pretty sure I got chat turned off, which is deliberate because it distracts me, and I don't need it. So if you're hoping for kind of iRacing shenanigans on the radios, I mean, unless it comes from me, which it might do. Let's check. Yeah, we're all good. Excellent. Good luck. Thank you, VSR. That's yeah. Thank you. It should be fun. This is my first race in the Ferrari, so
line
that's
up on
kind
the
of
left
exciting
side.
enough.
Pit road is closed.
And generally, I'm trying to take iRacing less seriously so I can enjoy it more again. Ralph is in your team. That's cool. Ralph, who we got? Raphael, that guy? Razak? Yeah, it's got to be. I can't see anyone else called Ralph. Oh, cool. No, I don't know. So someone's in your team. I get it. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm in GT3. Nah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Hopefully we don't like come together or something when he's like lapping me. Thanks, man. Good. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and just have a good long race. Yeah. Hey, that guy behind's copying my paint job. It's just a red Ferrari.
Catch the 8 car. Catch the 2 car. Catch the 12 car. Catch the 16 car. Catch the 20 car.
I always forget how slowly these cars pull away because of the traction control. Yeah, I must be doing this week because I was deciding whether to get the Ferrari GTE or the GT3, and the reason I went for this is because I can do Blancpain as well. So some weeks I'll have a bit like more choice to race. But they're at Homestead this week, which is a big NASCAR track, and I don't have it, and I wouldn't use it for anything else. So okay, I know we need to leave a gap, guys, but it's not.
Catch the 12 car. Catch the 16 car.
I think it's actually the GTE leaders backing up a lot. It's only like 3 DPs though. Yeah, doesn't need to back up that much. There's only three DPs in the ring.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is in. Green, green, green. Left side. Keep to the right.
There's a lot of cars up ahead.
Clear.
This isn't
Left side. Keep to the right. Clear. Left side. Still there. Hold your line.
Can't see him. It's very convenient.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
Alright. That was some early side-by-side battle. I mean, I think he was side-by-side. I couldn't see him. That start really was a mess though, but I mean, it doesn't matter now. Chris! 2 hosts! What's going on? Thank you, Chris. I was half expecting you to like be in here when I came in, but Chris does a lot of iRacing. But you've been on all day, so I thought, yeah, maybe not. Sort of stuck between second and third coming out of that corner, but I think second is too slow. Got a GTE car leading this top group of GT3 cars. But then again, it's quite a short track, so the time differences aren't going to be as obvious. X. I don't know where I got the other one. Probably on the first lap, I guess, out of turn 4. I can't imagine where else. A bit of a gap behind already. I don't know what happened to Vinicius. He was 0.9 behind at the start of the last lap. He's now 20 behind. So something's up. That was the GTE coming together with the race lead in GT3. I didn't see it, so I don't know whose fault it was. But either way, we've made a place. And if my aim is top 3, that's good. Let's try and cement top 3 and then go for top 1. Which will be pretty difficult, given the pace difference in qualifying.
Car right.
But every place helps.
Clear.
I'm a little unsure on that last corner. I've just been new to the car. I'm just not quite as confident on the brakes there. Thanks for this. That's a pretty good start, really, I think.
Car stop on the left.
Can't see a thing. That was a bit creepy. I never got black Ferraris. I always thought that was a better colour on a Porsche. Yeah. Alright, so we're pretty similar on pace with the 13 car behind me. Very odd weight transfer through that corner as well, just with the mid-engine, the engine being in the middle. I knew what I was trying to say. Too bothered about my safety rating really, I've got enough in Class A to not worry about. Bit wide. I didn't need to do that. That was me kind of worrying about that corner not being quite as quick, so I was trying to get on the throttle too early. I got away with it then because he wasn't too close to me, but best thing was to sit it back a bit. Shallow into there. It's so easy to get caught up battling, like, because I'm so close to these guys, you kind of feel like excited and it's like you want to push harder. But it's a 45-minute race, I need to just take it a bit easy. Way too deep on the brake in that time. Go for it if you want me. You better make it. Didn't want to go for it. I've normally got a no tolerance policy for overtaking, so no matter how pointless it is, I will battle. Being in a new car today in a longer race, I'm going to suspend that, at least early on. 10 minutes down anyway. Quietly, Yanatas in the one car has snuck 7 seconds up the road. I guess it was kind of a bummer for him when that other guy went out, because they were the quick guys up front, so He might, yeah, unless he kind of drops out or something, he might have a bit of a boring race. Hopefully he drops out. Pretty close with these two guys anyway. Definitely a bit quicker than me in the second half of the track. It's probably a bit too far back, it depends how lucky he's feeling. I can't make my mind up in turn one whether to when to shift up to third. Felt a little better than I've done it before.
Car on your left, clear on the left.
Like car on your left, like where? You mean on like the main straight or something? Like what? Tyres feel fine so far. I've kind of read some different stuff about the new tyre model. Of course I'm new to the car, so that might be the other reason I don't notice anything. A bit of a mistake from him behind there, he sort of slid the... Well, he didn't, it was just a mistake, I can't describe what he did. If them two can battle a bit, that would help me. Where are we at? Alright, we're 28 minutes to go. Already under half fuel. It's going to be pretty close to a full fuel, I think. Alright, got the first DP about 10 seconds back, but he's pretty much on his own, so that's good as well. Always better to only have one car trying to overtake you rather than 2 or 3. If some other GT3s are taking that in 3rd. I don't think I'd like to, because you're coming up the hill out of the corner as well. Alright, we've got a car dropping back quickly. Yeah, that's it. The GTE having a bit of a problem, that's all. The prototype's already right at the back of this little line here. Oh, it's very deep. Be alright. Go in here? No. That's fine.
Car on your left. Clear.
Get that draft. I'm pretty comfortable with cars playing multi-class overtake. Mostly in twisty sections, just concentrate on your own car and then just kind of try and anticipate when they're gonna make a move. But I don't mind it. Alright, first place car is up to 11 ahead, that's alright. Well, I mean, it's not alright, I'd rather he wasn't 11 seconds ahead, but the only way we're racing that car is if he has a serious problem, so it's neither here nor there. Nice. I'm getting ready for rallycross, that's all it is. That's nothing else. Another 6 laps, so you got more fuel than I thought.
Left side. Keep to the right. Clear on the left.
Oh, come on. I'd rather we overtook with a bit more space than that. I mean, you're not... Got the whole track. Come on, dude. Come Come on. Alright. If I drew a graph, I'd take about, if I did 50 laps, I'd probably take 50 different lines of that last corner. Well, I hope everyone's enjoying the race.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Thank you, Aussie fellow. There's no real point in me trying to pit early. I mean, I'm in a pretty good bit of space here at the minute. See, I'm gonna have to guess on fuel, which isn't actually. If you practice properly before a race, you should know how much fuel you need at pit stop. And naturally, the better thing would be to overestimate a little than under. The last couple of laps I've started taking that corner narrower again. I don't know why, because I've just learned to take it properly. Way wide. Shall I come in and pit now? Yeah. There's two reasons for that. One is that I was about to get in a lap battle with that guy. The second is that I can just top my thing up rather than having to guess an amount. That's why. That just seemed like a good time to pit. Yeah, I don't need all that, I'm sure. So I had about 2.5, so it's adding about 10, 9 or 10. The only other problem is that it might drop me into some pretty heavy GTE traffic. Yeah, turn your limiter off.
right side. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
I'd always rather take like a gamble on a pit strategy, I don't know why. Just take the more attacking option. So I missed Raphael, unfortunately, VSR. Well, for now, anyway. Looks like he's running well anyway, he's up in second.
The leader's pitting now. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, that time I used second so I could take a wide line. I don't know which leader they mean. Normally they mean the leader of the race. That'd be a DP. Yeah, it is a good race, thank you. Try and finish it off. We've already got 4th place back, but I knew I'd get 4th place back, so it'd be interesting to see where we come out, so just try and lap as sort of consistently as I can. Tyres aren't as fresh as they were. I'm not doing too bad for GTE traffic though. I mean, I had the one guy at the pit lane was a bit awkward, but generally there's not like a pack of them or anything.
So. The leader's pitting now.
take the wider line there. Come on, do better than that. I just filled it up because I pitted a bit earlier, so it was probably about 9, something like that. Yeah, I figured if I pit early and just fill it up to the top, that's easier than me having to try and guess a number, you know. He's 8.6 ahead of us. I can't believe I've lost 8.6 seconds, so I don't know. Maybe I did. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? How would I have lost 8 seconds? That's weird, unless they've had an instant, but they're both together, so... If they've pitted and I've lost 8 seconds, that's bizarre. I haven't lost down track. I can't imagine I took 8 seconds worth more fuel.
Car right.
Alright, wants to go right.
Still there. Hold your line.
You could have just waited and gone left.
Still there. Clear.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know how I'd have lost 8 seconds. That's quite bizarre. I mean, if I came out and it was 2 or 3, then that'd be like, yeah, alright, fine. You know? That'd be on the pit stop or whatever, or them drafting each other. 10? Nearly 10 seconds. How would I have lost that? Have I crashed and forgotten? Did I crash and have such a hard hit that I forgot about it? I don't know.
Left side. Still there. Clear.
There's that Ralph. I don't think he's going to make it this time.
Left side.
Oh no, he's going for it.
Clear.
I said, didn't I? I hope we don't have like coming together or something. That's alright. I know the GT is quite a bit quicker through that time. Oh, I forgot to, I'm sorry, I forgot to, I've just realised, and this is a bit late to realise, I just realised I've moved my face camera down to the bottom right. Can you like, how much of the relative can you see? I suppose I'll have to check afterwards, I should have moved that. I suppose you can at least see the left side of it. Where on earth would I have lost 8 seconds? I mean, I'm sure I've overfueled, I don't doubt it. Overfueled by 8 seconds. Yeah, it's still been a good race run. Just a little confused, that's all. So these guys catch me a good time.
Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the right. Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the left.
Alright, we're into the last 4 minutes plus extra time.
Left side.
I thought that had to be a prototype just because of the speed it was catching.
Left side.
No, come on, buddy. What are you trying to do there?
Hold your line. Clear.
That was dumb. I mean, we got through cleanly, but I would say that was on the side of too late, but you know. I appreciate it's late in the race and he's catching a dude, so you know, but. That's why you keep an eye on it. getting to around 30 laps, 29:30. Keep the incident points out at double digits. It's all just been lazy stuff though, just running off track. My teammate Eric, I don't know who's watching, but I remember we did a Blancpain endurance race around here, which was 3 hours, and the instant limit's like, it's about 25, so they raise it a little bit, but not a lot. And I think we got up to 22 or 23, like before halfway in the race, and we actually made it to the end. It's amazing how cleanly you can drive when you have to. Alright, if we don't get the white flag this time, oh we did, one more lap to go then, so 28. Yeah, alright, there's probably me losing most of that time. Also, I've been a bit slow at the second half of the race, so that might be having my tyre pressure set a bit kind of weird, you know, if they've been wearing higher. But you know, again, for a first ever race in my Ferrari, this has been pretty good. That's too wide. Alright, 4th place. I'll take that. I mean, it would have been nice to stick with that battle for the top 3, but yeah, that's just. I mean, I've finished with 5 gallons more than I needed, so I think we can see where that time.
There's the flag. It's over.
I'll check the tyre wear as well.
Okay, we'll get them next time.
That's still pretty good, though. I'm happy with that. Thanks, VSR. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. That's pretty solid, you know. I'll check out those 2 guys' lap times as well in the second half of the race, because they definitely pulled away as well. You know, it wasn't just the pit stop cut. Yeah, my first race of many in the Ferrari, because it's so much fun. I say I raced the Mercedes GT3 for a long while with my teammates at events and on my own sometimes as well. And it's fine, I don't mind it, but this car makes me smile a lot more, so I'm going to try and race it quite a bit in the IMSA and Blancpain. Won't be Blancpain this week, but hopefully I forget what the track is next week. Okay, thanks for stopping by, VSR, and chatting and yeah, and motivating me. So yeah, thanks. Hopefully see you again. No, he doesn't want to go past me. Would you like to go past me, sir? He does not want to go past me. There's Rodrigo. I don't remember Rodrigo's car being blue. I thought it was white.
Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in.
Blue? Yeah, it could be. There we go. First off, let me check my tyre wear. Tyre wear was alright, to be honest. Now, whether I've got the right pressures or not, I don't know. I'll have to look that up. It looks like they're a little bit cool. I was going to say anything. Although I have just done a slowing down lap, but yeah, they probably need to be a little bit higher. So I'll try and figure that out. Yeah, we'll try and figure that out. And finally, those guys' lap times. So my lap times, second part of the race, were kind of slowing down. Some high 35s, but mainly into 36, 37. What about those guys? Where should we go? Pretty similar. I'm surprised at the time difference, but hey, it don't matter. Alright, well, that's me done for tonight, I think. But I'm definitely going to try and race this a bit more this week. Thank you for watching, and thank you for Jess and Chris for the host. And that is the first 2 hosts I've ever had, so that's very nice. Thank you. And yeah, thank you for everyone for watching as well. And I'll see you again. Bye.